Good afternoon. I'm here to present my self-reflection on vehicle repair workshop management. So this is our team. Uh, Bipin, Ramu, Lakmal along with me. I would like to introduce to our project. Our project client is Korea Ship Private Limited, and the project started is 27th of July 2020 and finished date is 22/10/20. And our key project stakeholder client is Korea DC Mr. Hawk, and our project supervisor Mr. Khalid. So our project began with identifying the major problems, and that in this case is the manual booking system, which presented with a lot of paperwork, which resulted in high chance of mismatch and a hectic for a customer to do their booking and checking for available slots. And in contrast, what we found is the automated repair management workshop provides all real-time slots available to the customer to book, make the cancellation process easy and present with nearly zero paperwork and less manpower. So our project main goals and objective is simplifying existing manual process, analysis of manual paper flow and relevant department tasks, and meeting with user requirement to know various system requirements. This was in form of SRS report, and throughout the project, we have developed various deliverables, and yeah, and sprint. So we divided our project into three sprints: sprint 1, 2, 3. Here, here we have here I have listed what are the things we allocated for each sprint, and like in sprint 1, where we formed the team and selected the project, carried out literature review plannings and developed the methodology, whereas in sprint 2 we did most of the analysis and designing part. Analysis as in we analyzed the quantitative survey which we performed and designed all the project deliverables like 2B models, ERDs, and job card sample, wireframing. Whereas sprint 3, we had few exhausted tasks from the sprint 2 in form of wireframe, and overall in sprint we reviewed all the development, and we followed up with the client and tried to get their feedback and try to improve if necessary. And other figure here is the Gantt chart, where we have allocated all the tasks and have presented in form of timeline. So as you can see, all the tasks are well distributed throughout the time frame which we had for the project. So at this moment, I would like to discuss few key literature review. So we carried out various literature review, but I would like to highlight two major literature review which I got involved, as well as we as a team tried to come up with tried to will distribute the literature review part, and I would like to discuss the two major literature review which we conducted, on one being on importance of quantitative analysis to support decision making, and another being automation in vehicle repair management. In this we did a literature review on the three articles by Dutra 2003 and Frederick 2010 and Leos 2014. All the findings were then analyzed along with the quantitative survey analysis to develop a methodology which in later stage help us to develop various project deliverables. So I'd like to discuss the three major contributions uh, which I have been involved in. Although we have um, all of our group member have various contribution in most in almost every deliverables. We have contribution from each of our group members, but at this moment I want to discuss the major three contribution which I was directly part of. So first was designing the job card. As our first deliverables for this project, we were supposed to design a sample job card where all the customers' personal details, vehicle details, server history, booking details uh, are recorded in accordance to the business requirement. So during this is the one which we drafted, and we use Excel as a tool to draft this job card. Second would be I'd like to discuss is wireframe. So so the wireframing, we began by using Balasmic tool. We had a few meetings with our client, and where we after quite the in-depth understanding of the business requirement, we decided to work on the wireframe. So as you can see, we have divided the wireframe majorly in three sections. One is signing up page, login page, and then login page is again further divided into two phases, where there is login as a customer, login as an employee, which will lead to customer dashboard, as well as employee dashboards, which again have various tabs where it allows users to view various reports. And yeah, and in customer section will give you various report as well as booking opportunities. Now I would like to demonstrate a short video uh, which will help you understand as it walks through the various components and dashboards. As you can see, there are various reports which can be generated in this page as a workshop. In our project deliverables, we must be able to generate these reports specifically as a workshop, and we have designed our database and uh, database in such a way the customers details which will help us to generate these reports are recorded accordingly. So let's move ahead. Now let's talk about the what key skill sets we as a team as well as individual was able to address with this project. First of all, being that performing feasibility study to evaluate the project, where at the start of the project we were able to study, analyze, and try to understand how feasible the project is, and also organize and manage the project team, resource constant. This this overall in through this project has been a great learning point, and we were able to address and try to understand the importance of time, cost, scope, and quality of any project. And we working as a collaborative team and maintaining professional relationship with the team member, client, and supervisor is again another key takeaway from this project. This this has been one of the major major skill sets addressed after working in this project. And as the project went on, we developed various problem solving and critical thinking capability. As you know, when the project starts to develop, there are various things we encounter as a group, as an individual, and learning how to cope with such problems as it comes helps helps and helps to develop a critical skill of problem solving. Yeah, and we can say we were able to adapt the state of the art industry standard approach and method. Federation University as well as MIT has made had made this thing possible by providing adequate resources and guiding us throughout the project phases. And we have throughout the project we have used various project management collaborative tools, modeling and analytical tools for our purpose. I would like to mention we major software which we relied for these projects are Draw ISO for designing ERDs, BPMN and entity diagram, and key office tools such as Microsoft Excel to develop various job cards, listing UAT, designing the UAT templates, and Microsoft Office forms to to carry out the carry out our quantitative survey. And lastly, the Balasmic tool, which was our key learning experience, where we designed our user interface and wireframing. I would like to start off by sharing my experience as what exactly went well for us in this project. First of all, I would say without my team members and their continuous support, uh, we could not have achieved this in this limited period of time. So I would definitely say first being the teamwork, and second thing being us able to achieve all the project deliverables in allocated time frame is also a great achievement for this project. And thirdly, the time management skill, uh, the ability for us to manage all the allocated sprint task and project deliverables in allocated time frame help us to develop a great skill of time management. And furthermore, we were able to understand the client requirement, although not early in the project, but uh, at least after a few weeks, where we were able to understand the client's requirement thoroughly, and that made us understand the project and deliver the project more appropriately. And lastly, like even what our client and supervisors agree is the way we design the wireframe and ERD. uh, ERD is a is is the is one of the things that went pretty well for us. So now what can be improved? Hmm, in my belief, the fact that because of this current COVID situation, the mode of communication throughout the team member and client and supervisor being online, like I believe more face-to-face session would definitely have boosted the output and uh, like help us in more more possible way. And timely allocation of tasks in the team was also a thing we lacked in the early stages of the project. And lastly, what we feel is more contact hour with the clients towards the start of the project uh, would have been more nice in more nice and easy for us to carry out the whole project. But at the end after initial few weeks, we were able to uh, what run smoothly, where we had a regular sessions with our client and try to understand the project deliverables, project requirements, business requirements. Then we believe the project went pretty well. At the end, I would like to discuss some of the benefits which I as an individual and we as a team has have identified through this project, that is less to nearly zero paperwork possible after with with the future use of automated vehicle repair management software, manpower and cost reduction in contracts to manual booking process, and easy to use interface where customers record management have been easy by the proposed design model, and the fact that reminder notifications for the customer for their service can be provided by this proposed model is again a win-win situation for the client as well as future implications. Thank you.